SquareVision Entertainment, where warriors are made champions.
Hear the beautiful sights of the San Francisco Bay Area. SquareVision Entertainment brings you the Square Warriors Championship. 4 talented fighters ready for action tonight in world-class boxing.
First, making his way out of the red corner, let's hear it for Eddie Diaz.
And here then is the beginning of the first four-man tournament.
Yeah, the
Square
big
Warriors Championship.
I've already liked this one. They got the Bone Thugs and Harmony, the Crossroads song. Eddie Diaz, very tough fighter. He actually just beat Luis Garcia in his last fight by TKO.
Great personality, very down to earth, willing to talk to you about anything. One of the one cuss word that you had on the one video.
Well, yeah, what I like about Eddie Diaz is most guys say how much. He goes, oh, I don't fight for money. I got a day job.
Right.
He wants everybody. If they're tougher, he wants them. So
Not everybody says that you know, they can fight not for the money, for the sport.
he gave props to a local boxing legend as well, Bilal Mahassan, who was wearing red when he came in. He gave props to a very good fighter from this local area who used to fight on SquareVision cards. He fights April 26th in LA on a top rank card.
Now the opponent, Johnathan, El Terror Zamudio, originally out of Cuernavaca, Mexico. He's also said that he wanted to fight.
His opponent as he makes his way to the ring. Fighting out of the blue corner, let's hear it for Johnathan Zamudio.
He'll be on the screen pretty soon, but I saw Johnathan Chicas. He also has his trainer, longtime trainer, Oscar. For this camp, Zamudio actually got a strength and conditioning coach. He worked with Seth Livingston, the same guy who works with Chris Washington. So he really focused himself to take this fight, and he took it very serious.
Talking about conditioning, do you have anything special? Do you do anything special for your conditioning like that? For
Well,
a fight?
just started off. I wake up every day at 3:30 a.m. and put in all the hard work. So that just goes to show how dedicated I am.
Yeah.
But other than that, we've been working a little more on power training and strength training. So I could definitely relate to him.
Let's go down to Wade Wilson.
Join us here in Richmond, California, and live on the LATN network. This is our couple main events of the evening. 6 rounds in the junior welterweight division. Introducing the fighters in the ring first, out of the red corner to my left. He has a professional record of 3 wins, 6 losses, 2 draws, 1 win by way of knockout. He weighed in tonight at 137 pounds from Los Angeles, California. Let's do it for Eddie Diaz.
Long way from Los Angeles, long way from Compton, where he was born. Eddie Diaz.
Out of the blue corner to my right, has a professional record of 1 win, 4 losses, and 3 draws. He weighed in tonight at 136 pounds from San Francisco, California. Let's hear it for Johnathan Zamudio.
There's the championship belt on the ring. Michael Bassan is really proud of the championship belt. I think that it shows the pride on this promotions. Good matchmaking.
Right
8 professional fights for Zamudio, 11 for Eddie Diaz.
And speaking of the belt, I think they want the fighters to feel like they're fighting for something and that they're the best of an organization. And I think that it's a very, very interesting thing to build fans as well, because fans can simply follow their organization.
Okay, black with the red stripe. El Terror, the Terror Zamudio. Black and white, Eddie Diaz from Compton.
So Zamudio is going to look to stay on the outskirts, and Eddie Diaz is going to come forward and he's going to put pressure on.
Diaz already looks like the power puncher.
He is. Even though I think he only has 1 knockout, he hits hard. Zamudio's looking a lot faster than he has in past fights. I'm noticing a lot of speed. He's actually looking faster than Eddie Diaz right now.
He also has a good body, good defensive skills right now, staying close, going up and down with the left hook. Tries his luck with an uppercut that doesn't hit, doesn't reach his goal.
Yeah, he's overwhelming Eddie Diaz right now, and Eddie Diaz was thought coming into this fight to be the bully, and he's kind of out-bullying the bully right now.
The fight is young. Good work underneath by Diaz.
You beat me to it. I was going to say Eddie Diaz doing some really good body work right there. Still.
Well, you can still say it. He keeps on working it.
Yeah, you're right. He's not stopping yet. He's not stopping at all. He's still going. When they're in close, it really favors Eddie Diaz. This is the type of fight he wants. But Zamudio is winning the fight right now in this proximity.
Zamudio is just overwhelming Diaz. I think just Diaz try to just look for an opening to come back and hit Zamudio with something. So it looks like at this point that Eddie Diaz is trying to settle his punches, try to have much better than Zamudio. Now Diaz is beginning to land some punches.
Well, it goes back to what I say, where it's distance. If you land the jab, you can land any punch from the jab distance, and it looked like Eddie landed a jab in a straight right. Got his distance right, but Zamudio's doing an excellent job. Well, he got hit there, but he's doing an excellent job of smothering Eddie Diaz.
Well, that conditioning trainer that you were talking about, he's going to have done wonders, because now at this pace, Zamudio is the one that is wasting a lot of energy, and Diaz is just pretty much holding his own right now.
So you're saying if he keeps this pace up, he needs a raise?
I'm just saying that if he keeps this pace up, yeah, he will need a raise.
He'll need a raise.
He deserves a raise.
Yeah.
But this is a very fast pace for what we're seeing from Zamudio.
It's a very fast-paced fight. They're throwing a lot of punches early.
Especially for 6 rounds.
I don't think this is the sustainable pace.
It starts very strong for Zamudio. It ends with a couple of good punches from Diaz. Okay, round 2. Everybody a little bit late in getting out of the court, especially from Zamudio's side. It ended up in favor of Zamudio in the first round, going into the second now. Diaz keeping the same pace, steady pace. This might be a copy of the turtle in the hair. Not a lot of movement from Diaz. Just trying to stay in there and target.
He walked into a good punch. He walked into a good right hand. He walked into a good right hand.
Now he has working that close. Diaz can really expand his punches, can really land anything with any substance, because he's so pressure, so tight on the guard.
It looks like the game plan is just to wear on Eddie Diaz, to be physical and push on him and just make it. I saw a lot of people come over to where we're broadcasting, and basically the expression I saw was, man, Zamudio's here to fight.
Up and down. Diaz is trying to work the body a little bit more now.
Zamudio shouldn't stay on the ropes, because this is what got Luis Garcia in trouble, was sitting on the ropes against Eddie Diaz. That's where Eddie Diaz wants you.
So Diaz again, just like, looks like a slow one-gear car, but still goes forward and keeps on going forward.
He's kind of like a Prius. He's just going to keep going.
Yep. Same pace. Not gonna win Indianapolis, but this guy's gonna keep staying there, keep coming at you.
He's going to go 15 rounds. He could probably go 15 rounds at this same exact pace.
Good uppercut from Diaz, landing a lot better punches than he did in the first round. So again, this, like the rest of the other fights, is becoming a fight. Good left hook.
Left hook.
Not a little powder shots from Zamudio.
I'm very impressed with Zamudio's inside work. He's really working well on the inside, and I did not think coming into this fight he was going to be able to fight on the inside, and he's actually doing well on the inside.
But he's landing punches, but it doesn't appear to be doing anything to Diaz's physique, at least not yet. Maybe it might work towards the later rounds. But just the fact that Diaz is working at pretty much the same steady pace, it doesn't seem to be affecting him so much now.
Yeah, we kind of foreshadowed that the fight. Oh, that was a good right hand.
Yep.
That this is about, can Zamudio beat this Zamudio for 6 rounds, maybe even 4 rounds.
See, the number of punches go to Zamudio, the substance of the punches, which even way less Eddie Diaz. Zamudio has a new coach now. He wants to really put in the work, and I think Diaz knows what has gotten him to a winning side. So I'm sure he's also worked to that extent.
They're checking out a cut, it looks like. Doctor says it's okay. Yeah, that's a cut.
Right?
He's got a cut.
There's no indication that it was from a headbutt.
I haven't heard anything. And Eddie Diaz is doing the smart thing. He's jabbing right to the cut. He's jabbing right there, and blood's starting to go. So this is, just that alone is going to change the fight, because blood. Zamudio's been in a lot of tough fights, and he has scar tissue.
That's what I was saying, in which the number of fights, as we watch now, this becoming a bloody fight. The number of punches were in Zamudio's side. The substance of the punches, although there were a lot less, were apparent that it were on Eddie Diaz's side. So now he has pretty much like a mask with blood really pouring down from the right side.
Great right hand by Eddie Diaz.
So Zamudio now is on the receiving end of the fight. And for the first time, Eddie Diaz now is constantly outworking Zamudio, both in the inside, trying to finish early. I think he's gotten the feel that he can end it with that opening there.
Well, Eddie Diaz is a guy who's going to punch you 100 times and hope the 100th one drops you. And that's what it simply looks. And if you look at that cut over Zamudio, that's really going, and he's being really smart. He's pumping the jab, and Zamudio's keeping his hands low, and he really shouldn't do that when you have a cut.
Zamudio, the thing is that it's on the corner of the eye, so the blood is not really going into the eye, but it's really flowing so bad that it looks very impressive.
When you just don't want to have a cut like that, because even if it's not going into the eye, you got something going down your face that doesn't feel
look at
normal.
both of their bodies now.
Like, he just touched the cut, and that tells you it's affecting him. He's unable to fight the fight that he was fighting because of this cut. And I think he got a little bit of blood on the end of the mouthpiece came out.
So I don't know if that's Eddie's or that's Zamudio's.
Yeah, I got blood on my forehead.
Okay. I was saying that if you don't get blood, it was not a good card, especially when you're announcing. What about you?
No, I really got blood on me.
A little souvenir.
Yeah, souvenir.
Okay, so that's a pause there. They're going to go back to see if they're going to see the doctor. Yep.
This might be stopped because the fact that this is pretty bad.
Let's see. They might want to see. I still think at this point he's winning the fight. They might give him a chance just because of that reason. Maybe they'll give one more round. But tough luck. Might be just a case of tough luck.
Yeah.
And the thing is that we don't know if they're going to call it a punch.
Well, they're keeping it going.
Or they're going to, because that's what I'm saying. The cut itself, the eye is not flowing into the eye. So now he's going, giving it his all. He knows that the time is short. He's got an opportunity at least to see if he can outwork Diaz now. But Diaz, like the shark, can feel the blood there in front of him.
Well, you got to credit Zamudio. A lot of people looked at him funny when he said he wanted to fight Eddie Diaz after beating Luis Garcia. He got a draw with Luis Garcia, and he said, I want to get in there. And boy, is he putting up a performance.
That's what you go back to. Be careful what you wish for. You might get it.
Well, but I think that he wanted this.
Look at this. Look at the spectacle, man. They're both. There's blood in both of their bodies. You can't tell. You couldn't tell who's bleeding. Look at that.
Oh, I'm looking at in front of me.
Yeah.
I'm not taking home my notes now. I brought note sheets and pens, and I'm just going to leave them.
You can take them and test them.
I can take them and test them. Science project.
That's they can use as much as they can. Tape. The runs have gotten a little bit longer because of the stoppage to check him out, so nice night of boxing. Still got to thank our sponsors and associates. Ha 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 ha. Wake up and laugh. That's the name of a company that also a tattoo company and a clothing line. Deals on Wheels from Concord, California. Tire and wheel specialist. Lucas Oil Products. And Precious Arts Dental Studio. That's here, right? And there's a program to erase MS, in which SquareVision participates, giving a portion of the proceeds into the non-profit, very important charity. Back to the action. Into the fourth round now. Fight schedule 4-6.
Eddie Diaz, you can tell he's a veteran because what does he do? He makes, when Zamudio drops his right hand, he throws a jab. He's trying to cut that cut open again.
And you know that cut has just pretty much nullified. Now all you're concentrating is how much is he bleeding, not what he's doing. So now it makes it appear that Diaz is really winning this by a lot of when it is Zamudio doing a lot of the work.
Zamudio's doing a lot of stuff, but the problem with a bad cut is you have to take care of yourself first and foremost, and winning the fight becomes second because you don't want to leave the arena in a bad way. And that's kind of what I feel like starting to happen to Zamudio is he's fighting a good fight, but that cut is really taken away from his performance.
2 punches and it reopened again. It was when he was fighting at a distance, hadn't been hit. The blotch of Vaseline head held. As soon as he got hit a couple of times, there came the blood again. Not as extensively as he did in the past, in the other rounds, only because he hasn't been hit again. But now it is affecting his style more than the vision. Good 1-2 from Diaz. So now little by little it is becoming a handicap, whether mentally or physically, for Zamudio.
I think the tough thing is for Zamudio in this round, he's landing enough to potentially win the round, but it's hard to give a guy a round when they're bleeding this bad, you know?
Yeah.
And maybe that's a wrong thing to say.
That's
but
what it tends to you oversee what's going on. All you see is blood coming out of it, gushing down there.
And it's unfortunate, but this is what happens in boxing, you know. And if a guy has a little bit of color on his face and the other guy doesn't, it's just going to shape the fight a little bit. And that jab from Eddie Diaz is something because he's really just poking it right at that spot on his forehead.
And Diaz is really just doing the same steady, fast plan that he had at the beginning. He's going to throw punches. He's going to keep his guard up like he did now. Nothing fancy, but just keeps on at the same even pace.
Very much so, yes. I mean, Eddie Diaz, we've said this over and over, he can go at this pace. This is like his jogging pace. Right. He can spar this, he can fight this. Oh, that's a great right hand.
Now that's what I say. Now if he gets open in the other side, now he's really getting hit. I think it is affecting now the fight. People start yelling Zamudio, but something's happening to the fight.
Well, you can definitely see that the psychology of both of these individuals is definitely changing.
So now that's hampering his performance today. Luckily, again, that is going outwards. And I think that's one of the reasons that the doctor allowed him to continue.
Well, the doctor's taking a close look at Zamudio in between this round.
Yeah.
So he's got to really show people something.
So 6 more minutes to go. They're asking him to feint and to move.
I think one thing that's annoying me right now is Zamudio needs to keep his right hand up a little bit more because he's getting hit in one place, and he needs to keep that right hand at home.
So that becomes double problem for him because not only does he have to worry about trying to hit Diaz, but Zamudio is not worried about not getting hit on that side and about whether or not any blood is flowing into the eye. So it becomes then a multiple tier problem for him. And he is getting hit now a lot more often into his good eye.
You know, I think I'll be the first to say that Zamudio deserves a break after this fight.
Yeah, he needs some time off after this. This is a tough fight. And Eddie Diaz is fighting a lot like Margarito in many ways right here. He's just coming forward. Lots of straight punches.
Now I think that they're pretty close to the doctor stopping it, only because he's getting hit more. There's no responses.
Well, I think the ref might stop it if he keeps. He's got to start throwing back a little bit right here.
Well, I think that's what I'm saying. That I think it is hampering his the eye, fighting with one eye and getting hit in that eye. You really can't do much. And now he's getting repeated punishment to the good eye.
I really like the way Zamudio is fighting, but at this point, it's starting to become
now it's
a battle of surviving.
It's a kamikaze now situation for Zamudio. He wants to go on. He wants to keep on going. But I think that is, like I said, now he's going with a bad eye and getting hit like this again. And a guy that is going to be able to keep that pace for whatever time it takes. 1-2. Was that the mouthpiece? Yeah, the mouthpiece went. I don't think the referee has noticed.
Yeah, the mouthpiece is out.
Yeah.
Mouthpiece is out. He's about to step on it.
They finally saw it. They have to be a break in the action. There's no break in the action. And there's no break because Zamudio is the one that keeps the pace going.
You know, Zamudio might steal this round if he can keep him right there. But that's a big if.
I don't know. He's been hit. He was hit several times. So up until he's only taken the third part of the round. Now Zamudio is also getting hit. No break in the action. That's why it tells you that that's why they haven't been able to put in the timepiece. 10 seconds to go, and that's how he's going to end the round without a mouthpiece, which is a testament to his going forward.
So, fights the winner of the main event.
That's right. So this is becoming now a little bit of a drama, a little bit of a sportsmanship.
Eddie Diaz just gave him some credit. He just looked at him and said, "You're a tough dude."
1-2, and now Diaz starts pressing the pace. And now this for the first time, it just seems that Diaz put it into second gear. And by doing that, well, he's just making the appearance that he's been dominating a lot more. That plus the bloody eye or the brow now that is again becoming to bleed or beginning to bleed. Even headbutts.
Yeah, the doctors are really taking a look at Zamudio right now. They're really looking. If you look at him ringside, they're really taking a hard look at him.
There's two doctors working this card today. Doctors Tim Pence and Gary Furness. Good uppercut there by Diaz.
But I think if Zamudio's made it this far, you got to let him go the distance, because it's a credit to his toughness. Not many people would go this long.
He's also his mouth is becoming more open. That's one of the reasons that he lost the mouthpiece twice. Tough call.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting hit with a lot of clean punches now.
They're telling him a minute ago. I think it's more than that. So now he's coming. Zamudio's coming back.
Maybe they thought he'd steal the round. Maybe they thought he'd turn up a little bit and steal the round if they said that. Did you get a little blood?
We all did.
Yeah, you guys got a little blood. There he is. Zamudio came on real strong with a combo right there. Let's see if he finishes strong in this round. I have a feeling that his corner and the people around him know him pretty well to say 1 minute to get a little bit more.
You know that we see boxing all over the place, from Mexico to Spain. We bring it from all over the place. And I don't recall a card that had so many evenly matched tough fights.
Yeah,
in which even the local fighter like Zamudio in this case still getting plummeted.
Oh yeah, it's and to be honest with you, I think Zamudio did pretty good early.
Now he has the other it's swollen on the left side.
Well,
it's a bad shape.
His cuts graduated to bad.
I don't think he can see from either side now. He's just coming out with this on guts on the last part of this fight. He just anything coming in from the left side is gonna hit him. Now some of the right high is hitting him, but there's no giving up on this dog.
Out again.
Yep. The fight finally ends. They're embracing each other. What a fight! What a fight! Tell me, what do you think about it?
I think that it was such a tough fight. I mean, Zamudio came in with so much heart and so much guts and
speed.
And speed at the same time. That's right. But Diaz just kept on coming with the strong punches and capitalizing on that wound. So we'll see what happens.
You know, Diaz, like I said, like the hare and the turtle, started very slow, kept the same pace. He was not getting the volume at first in punches, but was getting the power punches. They didn't. I think they didn't say it was a headbutt, so they let this fight go on. Normally it would have taken 4 rounds to be a no contest fight. They left it, say that probably it was a punch. They let it go all the way through this. Got a lot of punishment at the end. I would say from 3, 4, 5, 6. It was Diaz's fight. And I think he sealed the deal. So it's going to be difficult for them to give it to anybody else other than Eddie Diaz. What do you think?
Well, I think it just goes to show what SquareVision Entertainment brings to the table.
So Wayne Wilson is getting ready now. He's the one, the man with the answer. The question is, who won this fight? In the first leg of the junior welterweight, going for the Square Warriors championship belt. Johnathan Zamudio against Eddie Diaz. The winner will face the winner of the next fight, Luis Vicious Garcia against Julian Bautista. Everybody congratulates each other. Here's the result.
Fight fans, let's hear it one more time for both of these warriors in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 exciting rounds of action, we now go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Bruce Rasmussen has this fight 58-56 Zamudio. Judges Marty Salmon and Susan Thomas Kinlan score the bout 57-57. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a majority draw.
Majority draw. I don't think that was the case, although it's difficult not to say that it was not it. Sometimes, you know, this blood changes the vision. That's what we're talking about, that it gave the impression that Eddie Diaz was winning the round, when in fact he might not. We were watching the blood rather than watching the action. Did that happen to you? What do you think? And that also going to put a crunch on see what happens in the tournament.
Okay, so I'm here with Johnathan Zamudio and Eddie Diaz. This was the semifinal for the Square Warriors Junior Welterweight title. Zamudio, do you want to do this again?
Of course, I want to do it again. Yes, I'm ready tomorrow. Yeah.
Ready tomorrow? How about after the eye heals up?
Okay.
Eddie Diaz, what do you think, and do you want to do this again?
I'm ready tomorrow.